GummiLuigi65 here, and today, on request of my manager Evil Gaming, as well as the Evil Gaming Network, I will be playing Nintendo 64 Classic Super Mario 64. Now, I do not usually play video games. I feel I have made it very clear numerous other times in my previous videos that video games, while a respectable medium of interactive storytelling, is not necessarily a medium that I choose to partake in very much. In the few times I have, well, the proof is in the pudding. And by pudding, I mean my previous videos on the GummiLuigi65 YouTube page. But since this was a special request from my manager Evil Gaming of the Evil Gaming Network, along with the fact that Blue Luigi Gaming has been missing for some time now, I will humbly accept this request on behalf of him. Just know that if it were purely my decision, I would not be playing this right now and would instead be doing something much more productive with my time and energy. But that is neither here nor there. Now, on to the gameplay. This is actually not my first time playing Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. This is actually my childhood copy of the game. That's right, at one point, I, GummiLuigi65, owned a Nintendo 64 at a very young age. And by young age, I mean 17. As you can see, I did not get very far in the game. And that's because what this game was asking of me was way too much for me to handle at that point in time. I was very physically and emotionally vulnerable at that point, and quite frankly, the things this game was asking of me left me shocked and appalled. As such, I was only ever able to collect one single power star from this video game, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. In fact, I wasn't even able to complete it. I had to get my brother, Genry, to complete the mission for me. That is how I am able to have one star. But today, on account of the special request that I have mentioned twice already, I will play this video game in an attempt to collect at least one or two more stars, assuming I am able to surpass the great challenges that this game has in store for me. Today we will be playing the level Bob-omb Battlefield. I will be going into this door and entering the level. I do not think there are any other levels I can enter, but I do not remember if the game had told me or not. It has been a very long time since I last played this game, so if that is not the case, then shame on the game for not reminding me. Now, in order to enter levels in this game, you have to jump through a painting, which, in my personal opinion, is quite a queer way to enter a level. Not to mention, incredibly difficult. I am attempting to jump into the level, and as you can see, I am struggling with this. Oh, let me try one more time. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. You see, it shouldn't really be that hard, but that is neither here nor there. Let us select the mission. It appears we've arrived in Bob-omb Battlefield. If we pause our game, we can see our current objective is to have a foot race with an individual known as Koopa the Quick. Now, I'm not sure who that is, but hopefully we will run into him quite soon. When playing games like this, it is very important to survey your surroundings. Koopa the Quick could really be anybody. He could even be this individual right here. Oh, well, I take it back. Maybe it is not that guy. Maybe it is the guy up ahead. Who knows? The vast 3D world of Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 is full of wondrous possibilities. Okay, never mind. How disrespectful. I would never do anything like that to anybody in real life. But, once again, I realize this is a virtual world, and the laws and mannerisms that apply in the real world may not apply here in the Mushroom Kingdom apparently. Even so, I still try to keep a respectable profile and treat others how I would want to be treated, even in this wondrous fantasy setting. It appears the individual is still trying to pursue me. This is not too dissimilar to the type of individuals you would find roaming the streets of Brazil past 6 p.m. But let's move on with the video game. I have not yet noticed any individual that could be the fabled Koopa the Quick, but I suppose this sign right here will point me in the right direction. Oh, that chain chomp appeared out of thin air. How disappointing. I know this is a very old game, released in 1996 for the Nintendo 64, so I do not wish to be too harsh on the technical limitations the developers face when developing this video game. Even then, that does not excuse the fact that my immersion has been completely ruined. Well, I have been looking for this Koopa the Quick in this beginning area for about 8 minutes straight, and you know, I like to think I'm somewhat of an observant individual. For example, that is a bomb, but I still have not been able to locate any individual who could be Koopa the Quick. Oh well, I suppose I could go ask that individual over there and see if he has any hints or information that would help me on my quest to locating this individual. Ah, it seems a conversation has been initiated. Hey, Mario. Is it true that you beat the Big Bomb? Cool. You must be strong. And pretty fast. So, how fast are you? Anyway. Fast enough to beat me? Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. How about the race to the mountaintop where the Big Bomb was? What do ya say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? Well, it appears we found Koopa the Quick, but I think I will say don't go for the time being. I must say, I think it is quite presumptuous of this Koopa the Quick fellow to... Oh, it appears he wishes to start the conversation once again, but I am here to reconfirm my declination of this event he wishes to partake in. As I was saying, I think it is quite presumptuous of this Koopa the Quick fellow to automatically assume that I wish to race him after one single interaction. That would be the equivalent of going straight to third base after buying somebody a soda. But that is neither here nor there. Now, it appears he wants to race to the mountaintop up ahead. But, as you know, I have not played this game in many years, so for the sake of my memory and the competition, I will plan out my route for the aforementioned race. Now, I have made it very clear multiple times that I am not a fan of competition, both in real life and in video games. And, well, let's just say, this mission I selected is yet another egregious example of this type of phenomenon. But, as I have mentioned 3 times now in this video so far, this video is a special request from my manager, Evil Gaming, of the Evil Gaming Network, so I will put aside my opinion on this subject matter to appease him so he'll stop sending me evil viruses. Now, we are sneaking past this chain chomp, and I must say it is... oh, well, it appears I spoke too soon. Except the opposite. I spoke too late. Now, let us cross this precarious bridge. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to make it across. Oh, I'll have to do a bit of running. Okay, there we go. If I had failed that platforming challenge, I would have fallen back down there, and I would have to walk all the way back here, which is quite tiresome. But, fortunately, that did not happen this time around. I'm running a bit low on health points, so I think I will collect some red coins to replenish my HP. You see, in this game, the only way to replenish your health is by collecting money. And, well, let's just say I'm not a huge fan of that. But I probably shouldn't get into that. That is a controversial topic for another day. Today, this is the Super Mario 64 gameplay commentary, so there's no need for that type of subject matter. Now, it appears these stairs are way too steep for Mario to traverse normally, so I am going to have to jump up them. Quite frankly, I don't really see the purpose of this staircase, as I would have to jump up here regardless. Now I will have to carefully traverse this battlefield, or else the health I have collected will all be for nothing. And, Okay, I don't really know what's going on right now. This is quite ridiculous. Not to mention, just plain confusing. Koopa the Quick had just mentioned that the Big Bomb had been defused. Well, if that is the case, then why does the anarchy continue? And no, before you ask, you did not mishear me. I did say the Big Bomb. That is his real name. I see plenty of people online refer to him as the King Bomb, but just know that you are all wrong, and that his real name is the Big Bomb as stated in this video game. Ow. It appears my tangent put Mario in a bit of a near-death situation. If that happened in real life, he would have died. Now, I know what you all are thinking. Why not just run and jump over all the obstacles? That's what Super Mario does. Well, first of all, I find it quite insulting that you declare that the way I play this video game to be wrong. There is no right or wrong way to play a video game. But try telling that to the Undertale fans. Anyways, the reason I am not running and jumping quite as much as people would like me to is because I am conserving my energy for the race ahead. I think it makes perfect sense, and oh, that was quite tricky. The developers seem to have put a little obstacle for people like me who are conserving their energy to keep me on my feet, so to speak. And need I remind people, the race has not even started yet. And yet, there's this much excitement. Super Mario 64 really does live up to the hype. Now, it appears that the rest of this track might just be one single route. I don't see any diverging pathways I could possibly take, which definitely does limit my strategy moving forward when the time comes to initiate the race. At this point in the race, it would all come down to quick wits and physical endurance. Wait, scratch that. I just had an idea. Wow, would you look at that? That shortcut will surely give me an edge to the climax of the race. But for that reason, perhaps I shouldn't use it, as it wouldn't be fair. But it appears we have reached the finish line. Well, not really. It's not much of a finish line, and more of a finish flag. There doesn't seem to be a clear indication as where exactly we need to go for the race to be completed, but I'm going to assume it is around the general area where the flag resides. What does this sign say? Collect as many coins as possible. They'll refuel your power meter. Ah, yes, I am quite familiar with this concept. You can check to see how many coins you've collected in each of the 15 enemy worlds. The implication of this is that all 15 worlds belong to the enemies. Then what does that make us? Are we simply intruders? Are the owners of these worlds really the enemies? It's a lot to think about. You can also recover power by touching the spinning heart. The faster you run through your heart, the more power you'll recover. I actually didn't know this. And the main reason I didn't know this is because this is the first time I've ever seen this heart in this video game. So, why even include it at all, if they're going to use it so sparingly? People say that this is the best video game of all time, but already I am noticing so many design flaws. Here we are. It took me a while, but I have finally returned to Koopa the Quick. We have read his dialogue previously, so I feel no need to read it again. Okay. I think we are ready to start the race. Let the race commence. Okay. We are running, we are starting the race, and I think the safest route would unfortunately have to be past the giant chained chomp. Oh, here's the tricky part. We're going to have to jump. Oh, okay. I'm glad we were able to make it past this part. Oh, alright. Okay, that place is dangerous. I see this hill here. We might as well try to climb it if we can. Okay, we are almost getting there. We may lose a bit of time, but I think this shortcut will certainly help us in the long run. Oh, there he is, Koopa the Quick. We are almost caught up to him. Oh, okay. Alright, we are not too far behind. We are a bit far behind, but not enough to where I feel like this race... Oh, okay. Sorry for the loud noise I made just there. I was just a bit taken into the game and the situation. Oh, okay. Oh, the adrenaline levels are increasing. I can feel my heart beating right out of my chest. Oh, we almost got him. Okay. Oh, I am getting quite tense. I'm not taking the shortcut. It is not worth the energy. Oh, okay. Did we win? Huff. Puff. Whoa. You really are first. A human blur. Here you go. You've won it. Fair and square. Well, I honestly cannot believe that I have completed the race. Let it be known that this is my first time ever participating in this sort of event. So, I think this is a very just embarrassing display on Koopa the Quick's part. In fact, I think the quick part of his name should be extracted entirely. But, no matter. He can keep it. I would not use it anyway. GummiLuigi65 the Quick does not have a good ring to it. That was a bit of a joke for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as well, the joke I have just told. If you did not appreciate the joke that I just told, it is likely that you did not understand it. You see, my name is GummiLuigi65, which I think is a good enough username and does not require any additional verbs or vowels to be added to it. His name is Koopa the Quick, and if I must say, I think that is a bit of an excessive name, not to mention falsely advertised. Anyways, the point of the joke was to show how pathetic Koopa the Quick is at his own thing. He runs really fast, that's supposed to be what he's all about, but as you have just witnessed from the race we just had, his display is absolutely embarrassing, and I think he should pursue something else. But that is just my opinion. If you do not agree with it, then I respect your opinion. Let's grab the power star and add the total from 1 power star to 2. How wonderful. Ooh. And we collected 15 coins on the way. That's a bit of a bonus, if I've ever seen one. Am I feeling another level in me? I'm not sure. Let me see what the next level is. Oh, okay. There we go. Shoot to the island in the sky. How do I get up there? Well, this one may take a while to figure out. I'll be right back. I've been at this for about 30 minutes, and I'm trying to figure out any way I could possibly reach the floating island. The very nature of the floating island is quite unrealistic, if I must say so myself. To be honest, it's kind of taking me out of the game. I could accept the giant dog and the walking bombs, but a floating island... I don't know. I just cannot suspend my disbelief at that point. Against my better judgment, I decided to start climbing the mountain. It is still very dangerous, and I'm not really sure why. There's no clear indication as to where these balls are even coming from, or what is producing them. Well guys, I spent about 15 minutes climbing the mountain, and I have reached this point, which I believe is the closest to the floating island. And now I can see it. There's quite a few objects on this floating island. I wonder how it began floating in the first place. But that is only something I could wonder about for so long, as the game makes no effort to explain why the island is floating in the first place. However, I do notice a bit of a signpost over there. I am wondering if that signpost explains the story of the floating island, and how it came to be. Providing an actual reason as to why the island is floating in the first place would help significantly with my immersion. Okay guys, it took me an hour to get back up here, but this is the highest point of the mountain. I consulted the instruction manual for this game. It took me about 2 hours to read the entire thing, but I see right here that there is an advanced technique known as the long jump. I have not performed this technique before, so I am a little bit nervous, but according to it, I just run, press Z, and then A. That doesn't seem to be right. There must be some kind of typo in the instruction booklet. Oh well. I will attempt this long jump, and if I fail it, well, then I am at my wit's end. How unfortunate. Well, it's been about 5 more hours. I've been looking everywhere in this level, scouring every single inch of it, and I cannot find a single thing that will lead me to getting up there. I see this symbol on this rock structure, but I have no idea what it could possibly mean. So, I'm afraid I will have to end the gameplay for now. Maybe one day I'll return to this game, but I do not plan on doing that anytime soon in the near future. I must say, I did not enjoy this gameplay at all, but Evil Gaming wanted me to play a video game, and I played a video game. I expect my check in the mail within the next few weeks of my advance paycheck.